Hey, it's Dr. JP. I'm going to talk with you a little bit about multimodal revision, and I'm just going to use an example that has been floating around in our lives for a while now, and that's this graph here. I'm showing you a version from the New York Times that was first published on March 11th about flattening the curve, right? We've all seen this graph. We could all draw it pretty much from memory, right? This graph represents a multimodal revision of some data, right? It's a way to visualize that data and get it to the public in a quickly understandable, easy to read format. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the rest of this short video is just to show you other examples of multimodal approaches to getting information about flattening the curve and the coronavirus out to the public. So this is one of the earlier charts about flattening the curve. It's in the New York Times. The rest of this article is really just text-based, right? But the thing that makes this multimodal is the fact that there's an image with text. There's a graph and text over it, okay? That's all it is. Multimodality just means using more than one mode: image and text, text and video, text and audio, image and audio, any combination of modes even beyond the ones I've just talked about. So here's a really interesting multimodal approach to, again, explaining how to flatten the curve, okay, and also how the coronavirus spreads. So this is from the Washington Post. It was first published on March 14th. I've used it as an example before. So here you have a graph that you can hover over, right? If you move things around, you can hover. And then you've got these dot simulations that show how long it takes people to catch this disease called simulitis, right? Sorry, I've been playing Scrabble to pass the time. How long it takes people to catch simulitis. The dots move around, right? These are randomized simulations that you can replay. I used this graph system that they've got on this page to explain the quote-unquote new sickness to Henry, okay? Once he saw these multimodal presentations of the data, he understood. And so multimodality and revising your work into a multimodal form can help different audiences understand. If I had just tried to explain this to Henry all by myself, I would not have done a great job. Like, I tried and it didn't work. And then I thought, I'm going to show him this article by Harry Stevens at the Washington Post. And you can see at the bottom, Stevens is a graphics reporter, right? Like, this is his job. His job is to be multimodal. Here's another site. This is called Information is Beautiful. Not everything here is about the coronavirus, although I am going to show you the one graph about it. But you can see that their whole premise is that data visualization can be really pretty to look at. And so there are lots of different graphs here. I'll click on this Islamic Golden Age Thinkers one. And so you can see this beautiful graph, very colorful, right? And the cool thing about this website is that they give you access to the data as well as, so down here you can say see the data, right? They give you access to the data that they used to make the visualization. The same is true for their coronavirus datapack. This bit.ly link doesn't actually take you to the data. That takes you to this image again. But if you scroll down the page, past all the graphics, and see this latest data link, that will take you to a Google Sheets situation. And so you can see that they've got statistics from different places. These statistics are pulled from reports from different entities. Some of them are from the CDC, some of them are from state data, national data, and other places. And so they've turned all of this data, these numbers that might be a little bit hard to understand for some people, they've turned them into beautiful graphics. And so while many of your projects will not be quite this data-driven, you can still use graphics and design to revise your material multimodally and to reach audiences outside of the ones you might normally reach.